Hi, I'm Craig O'Sullivan, and one of the biggest things, there's the number one thing that has caused me to fail as a leader. There's one thing that I realized recently that was contributing to me not succeeding as a leader. Yes, I've studied, I've got a master's degree in leadership. I've been in leadership positions in organizations or leading individuals in sporting teams. Like I've done leadership, and I'm a natural leader, like I'm sure you are as well. And one of the biggest challenges was I realized recently that I was kind of failing as a leader. I was making some mistakes that I realized going back that I was failing as a leader. That I was not even, I know all the strategies, but I realized that I was failing as a leader. And I went into this self-reflection mode and put my leadership under a microscope, especially because I'm training and coaching a lot around leadership at the moment, that I wanted to put myself under the microscope. The old saying that before you preach a sermon, you preach it to yourself. And I wanted to make sure that I was living out what I was doing. Not just talking the talk. I wanted to walk the walk. And I realized that I was struggling in leadership. I was leaving each day at the office realizing that I hadn't been a good leader that day. And after putting it under a microscope and really assessing what it was causing that, it came down to one thing. It came down to one thing that was causing me to fail as a leader. One thing that I realized that after I identified that in myself, I looked at other leadership failures and realized that's why leaders fail. This one thing is why I've failed in the past, why I've failed recently as a leader. This one thing that has caused me to fail. And that one thing that causes leaders to fail is lack. And this one word actually has a broad application. Lack in almost any area. And I'd love to talk about all those areas. It could be anything from lacking in money, lacking in time, lacking in energy, lacking in joy, lacking in happiness, lacking anything. Wherever there is lack as a leader, we're failing as a leader. Because as a leader, it's our responsibility to fill the void for other people. Where our team have a lack, it's our responsibility to make sure we fill them up. Like the cup overflowing sort of metaphor, that we as a leader want to be pouring out constantly, pouring out support, pouring out love, pouring out encouragement, pouring out whatever it is that we can do, pouring out to the people we're leading. And if we're empty, if we've got a void, if we've got a lap, if our cup isn't full, then we can't pour out to other people. If our cup isn't full, we're looking for other people to fill our cup. And that's not leadership. If we're lacking in any way, we're failing as a leader because we're looking to fill that void. It's a natural human ability. I'm sure you can think about that. There's times where you've been lacking something and your focus has rather been on other people, been on yourself. I know that's been my big issue. That whenever I've been in a position of lack, I go into this internal view of focusing on myself, what I need to fill my void. And that's not a leader. Like, a self-focused person is not a leader. A leader is someone who is so overtly focused on everyone else and what they can benefit, how they can help other people achieve their best. That's true leadership. And if we're not pouring out to other people to fill them up, then we're looking to be filled. It's almost like a vacuum, to get a little sciencey of it, that if there is pressure in there and it's being filled up, the contents is going to be poured out. But if there's a vacuum in there, which is a void, we're going to be sucking in from other people. And as leaders, we don't want to be sucking in. And so I realized lately that this one thing, lack, was the number one thing that was causing my failure as a leader. Because I want to be focused on filling up other people. And if I have a lack, if I have a void, I can't be that everything for my followers that they need. I can't be the support. I can't give them my all because I don't have all and more to give. So my encouragement to you is, if you're wanting to become a better leader, see what areas there are in your life that there's lack, and see how you can try to fill that void and go from lack to abundance. Because as a leader, if we have an abundance, if we have that abundant mentality, and I know, here's the thing, like, I know lots of people are going to go, oh, but I'm a positive person. I don't have a lack mindset. I have an abundant mindset. Yes, but we need to be practical about it, because if there is a lack in your life, no amount of positive thinking is going to fill that void. It needs to be filled. It needs to be filled practically before we can honestly and openly lead other people. I don't know, I see so many people want to be, in the personal development industry, or want to help other people. They go along to a personal development seminar, and they get helped, and they start improving, and they want to go and help other people. But if they go and help other people too soon, then there's going to be a lack. I see so many that are out there that are like, I got helped with this thing, but they're not actually through it. They've still got a lack. They've still got a void. And although they're saying all the right things that have abundant mentality and abundant mindset, even though they're saying all those things, they're actually lacking. And they are going to be looking, and they are looking for someone to fill that void. And as a leader, we should be looking for other people to fill our voids. We should be looking to other people to see how we can fill their voids.